Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, I'll be doing my first listen / full-on review to Everglow's third mini album called Return of the Girl. Now, finally, am I right? It's been quite some time since Pirate has released, and admittedly, I really wanted to do this mini album review. Usually doesn't take that long when I do album reviews to Everglow, because when it comes to my favorites, I put them as high priority. Now, the case of of Return of the Girl, I think the timing was off, and I feel like the timing is perfect now. The original setup for the channel here, as you can tell, and I'm feeling better after catching a cold and stuff, and I have more time on my hands, so I thought might as well right away to start off with the binge, start off with Everglow, one of my top favorite artists / girl groups that somehow always end up being on my Spotify Wrapped or whatever it's called as one of my most played artists or respective songs that they have put out, and I'm sure that's gonna be the case with Pirate. But for this third mini album here, I could see 4 new B-sides, a lot of familiar names, so enough talk, let's just get into the album review now. Alright, so for the first track we have here, it is called Back Together. Now, I'm seeing a lot of familiar names working behind the scenes, especially when it comes to the lyrics for this song. We have Yoo Ga-young, Lee Bora, 72, covered them quite extensively throughout my Everglow first listens and album reviews, of course, but more specifically talking about Lee Bora for this one, I want to say that Lee Bora has come through with Everglow in the past before, the likes of Please Please, Hush, and then I'll talk about 72 and Yoo Ga-young later on in this mini album. But for Tobias Naslund, admittedly, I'm still familiarizing myself with Tobias, as Tobias has worked with Yena's song called Pretty Boys, and now we're on Back Together with Tobias Naslund in terms of the production. So yeah, let's just get into the song now. Oh, the start with Mia though. And this sentimental piano. And the Sheehan. Ooh, Aisha. Ooh. Ooh, the Antarctica reference. Oh, wow. This chorus though. The emotion delivered in the song though. Hi-hats. Ooh. This is verse 2. Hey. Hey, ew. I feel like with their vocal delivery too, everything's being done very wholeheartedly. Like, this is such a heartwarming song. really love Sheehan in this song so much. Yes, Anna. Down forever. Wow, what a ballad, guys. Wow, back together. What I could describe this as a sentimental ballad, especially with how the piano's being played, quite sentimentally sad, yet very tender and delicate with the piano delivery, but matching that with the very wholehearted vocal delivery by all the members. But don't even get me started with that verse too, with a bit of that EU rap, and I saw with the vocal work upon this as well. Like, this was just so beautiful, you know. This is not like sad. I would say it's like halfway mark sad. It's like semi sad. It has a bit of this nostalgic feeling that is so magical, and I think that like the key word is bonding. I think that bonding line really stuck out to me so much with the longs of the lines of Mia at the beginning talking about the seasons and all. I think this song truly talks about an everlasting bond, you know what I'm saying, that can't be permanently taken away, split apart, you know what I'm saying, something that, a bond that is just that powerful and all. But wow, I think I really love the amount of onda upon this song, you know, as much as we got a lot evidently of Mia and then followed up by Sheehan assumingly. I really loved each and every like the sections in this song and how the pre-chorus is hit into the transitioning of the chorus. So I love how that there's this like emotional breakthrough when the chorus comes through. But yeah, I want to dive back into this song again, check out the lyrics, go through it again, and I feel like the chorus, it's something so ethereal, like, right? I gotta go back. Let's just go back. This intro though with Mia. See, Mia talks about past summer to winter, time passes by again, a line that truly sticks out to me in verse 1. And then it's followed up by Sheehan, of course, and she talks about, sorry, of course, there's some loss in translation, but the wind that's waiting for you must have carried me until here. Whew. These lyrics, we gotta give it to the likes of Libora 72 and Yuga Young, guys, for sure. Now, what I noticed here, detail-wise, there's like the slight ticking, some sort of percussion instrument that's not too prominent in the back there, that has this really keeping the pace the song. But I really love, man, the chords on the piano in this song so much. And then the layering of close to me to add more emphasis, add more weight into it. Used to be. I love that rhyme scheme though. Close to me, used to be, like the ends of the lines. It's just so memorable. Used to be. Now, obviously, Antarctica truly referencing, of course, the likes of like Adios. I could remember the likes of Please Please in terms of the lyrics, Dun Dun, and I'm pretty sure many other Everglow, couple of other Everglow songs if you guys want to add to the list. But I found that like the addition of this is quite fitting, and it makes so much sense. Of course, Lee Bora in the mix, who has been a part of Please Please and all, but wow. Now there's more even more added weight, I'd say, in the chorus. There's this very explosive, not like, you know, the loud explosive, but like the very like breaking out point in the chorus, you feel me, with the drum usage here, which I really love. Add in the drums. It just feels so heartwarming, guys. Back together. But now the hi-hat transition, the brief pause, I thought was brilliant here. And then it transitions into verse 2, which was really cool. This very melodic delivery. I feel you from quite nearby. I think I'm almost there. And then tell me how you've been. And then Isa, the waiting and stayed. Oh, so good. Waiting. And then there's this more focus on like a set of different notes here from the piano, where EU goes, yeah, I don't know what to do. There's no answer in my heart. Oh, so maybe it's not the piano here, but I'm sensing. Ooh. Like some synth strings or some kind of synths in the back that are doing that very delicate, you know, tender, adding more so of a tender feel to it upon like this trap percussion for EU here. Of course, with the snares. Hey! I love how Isa follows that up right here with the brief line here. Yeah, they feel like synth strings. 솔직하. And I just love how we get to hone in on their vocals and the rap in the song. It's just so beautiful, guys, seriously. Back together. And then we're on the bridge. The back together, I see the light, or we are bound forever. I need this line here stuck out to me a lot as well, but I love how smooth that was from like we are back together and then immediately right away. Ooh, shit. Yeah, just the plucking on these synth strings or the piano. Yeah, I feel like it's more so that piano almost. Maybe it's both. And a beautiful ending to the song. This, admittedly, is such a pleasant surprise because usually you don't start with ballads at all when it comes to any album. It's like usually at the very end or in the middle, depending on the tempo of the ballad and all. And I think this is just a brilliant opener. If I recall correctly, when it comes to single albums, mini albums by Everglow, like a single album that I could think of, like that, it starts with Hush or La Di Da. It starts with La Di Da, that album and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is quite a pleasant surprise, and I think it really works for being the opening track to this third mini album. But with that being said, let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next track is called Don't Speak. Now I'm seeing a lot of familiar names again, now added Lee Suran in the mix in terms of lyrics, a lyricist that I highly admire a lot because Lee Suran has worked with a lot of my favorites. I mean, Lee Suran has worked on La Di Da, Wadada by Kepler, worked with the likes of Weekly, a ton of SM artists, and a lot of artists that you guys are probably a favorite of or recognize out there. And then we also have Olaf Lindskog, Olipop, worked with a ton of my favorite songs out there. And of course, the likes of like First by Everglow, of course. But let's just get into Don't Speak now. Ooh. Love these like twinkly synths. Oh, turn disc here? Whoa. Loving the quirky energy right away. Ooh, Isa. Where's this going though? Oh, so fun with that rhythm guitar. But all in all, this is something totally new for Everglow, I feel like. Ooh. And how soulful this song is in the vocal delivery. Love the use of the cowbell in this, but this does not sound like something that would also come through generally from their generation too. Like, this is so cool. Oh, EU with his horns here. This is what I'm saying, like how soulful. I like how there's emphasis on like the start of every word coming from Mia in this song, and then there's times that it just feels so delicate and light. Yeah. Love the claps to the horns used in this, especially the piano, but those electronic drum kits, yeah. Ooh, wow. From like the jazzy moments of the guitar to the really fun rhythm guitar to the electric drum kits, like electric drums doing the transitioners between sections, to the very, very light feeling type moments in this song. Like, I'm talking about the likes of Sheehan that I pointed out there, but also especially during the ad-libs. I love how the ad-libs are softly done as well in this song. I feel like this is such a huge standout of a song, especially if you think about it. If you think about Everglow's discography and the B-sides that they've put out, the genres that they've messed with, this does not harken from anything that I can think of coming from their own generation by other artists. I mean, I could sense, I guess, lyrics-wise, it may be that Lee Suran influence, because Lee Suran has worked with Red Velvet, and I'm sure she will continue. Lee Suran will continue to work with Red Velvet, but for Don't Speak here, I just love how there's like the twinkling of the synths, yet sometimes they're quite icy and smooth with it. It's just like, it's just so fun, you know? It's just so fun, lighthearted, and it really gets you off your feet to really jam along, have fun with it, and the emphasis on some of the lines, but in the most delicate manner, it's just brilliant how it's done like that, and I can understand why they chose this song to be performed for the live stages and at their showcase, if I recall correctly, when I was bringing up this song. But again, a quite surprised too to think about it, because track listing layout wise, before this, it's Pirate. You got the likes of very in your face, you know, means attitude and all Pirate. Then you transition to Don't Speak. That is exactly the opposite of Pirate. Is quite the interesting choice, but I mess with it. But let me sip on more of my jasmine tea, and then we'll dive straight into it again, because I feel like I missed a lot of moments in this song, and I need to identify more certain elements and instruments in this song still. Yeah, those twinkling synths, you know, I just felt immediately like this was gonna become like a full-on retro song, but it's not exactly full-on retro, you feel me? Like retro bass in terms of genre, like maybe they could have went with a full-on disco track, but they didn't. And then I just love how it plays me from this very dreamy moment into do 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 do, just with the piano and then with the turn discs. The guitar and how the breakdown of that guitar, and then immediately right away. Woo. And then you hear a bit of that cowbell work to add the more so playful feel to it. Right here, yeah, right there. Maybe even some keyboard work in this. Even the delivery is so playful, you know what I'm saying? Isai here. Really love Iren's part in that song. And then the electric drums that tends to be used in retro songs, whether it's synthwave, you know what I'm saying, city pop, disco, it's in here, right here, right here. Then, and that's what I'm saying about the delicate delivery. It's not only in the main lines, but it's in the ad-libs as well. I love how softly done the ad-libs are. And then how I can't do it, but like I'm just like how Mia does this. Just the soulful delivery of it's just so good. Still hear those cowbells. Quite the mysterious part by Iren, but I love it. But I think like Xian, if anything, Xian was one of the members that really shine on this song ability. It's just so enlightening to hear her lines with Mia. But I believe we're coming up to that shocking part with EU soon. And then this sort of, I'd say, hi-hat drum kit breakdown with EU. Right away. I know what you're saying. And oh, I almost forgot, into ice immediately. So smooth the transitions. Bring it back to you. That show me what you got, and the emphasis on got right there at the end there. It's so cool. Look at me, don't get lost, I'm much better than you. I mean, she ain't wrong though. I just felt it there upon the first listen. I'm like, it's coming. Electric drum kits, the electric drums. There's some ad-libs there. Ooh, so far my favorite B-side on this third mini album, one of my favorites out of all of mini albums. I'd got to say, I'd go that far. I say it's a fun song. It's a fun song. It's like a slice of life type of song. You know what I'm saying? I dig it a lot. But let's just get into the next Everglow B-side now. So this next song is called Nighty Night. Now I'm seeing Gavin Jones on this. Gavin Jones has been on a lot of Everglow titled tracks, and again Ollie Pop, a lot of familiar names pretty much. And then we got some individuals from Make You Mine worked when it comes to the lyrics, which is a brilliant surprise as well, I've got to say. But let's just get into the song now. Oh, what is this electronic digitalized start? Right away, the snare drums. Ooh. Love the vocal effect or layering here. Ooh. Yeah, this song is just so electronic heavy. Ooh. Ooh. What is this verse 2? Man, I just love the bass work in this, and but the attitude that Everglow's exuding in this is just super confident, that sort of boss attitude, and that like zipper, like digitalized effect that's going on here. Oh, this bridge. The claps here with Mia. Oh, it's different here. What a song. What a song. Right away, I am just so snatched with the very start here. Let me play it briefly. Very, very digital heavy start per se at the beginning here. And I feel like it's, if anything, this, I just feel like now I think about it, this should have been the track immediately right after Pirate, because I feel like it sort of almost connects, especially the lyrics that I'm sort of seeing here. But the fact that this song goes super hard with the electric bass that is distorted sometimes, to the vocals that are very, very confident sounding, yet I would say it has that boss attitude behind it for all of the members and all. I think it links up so closely to Pirate. It would have suited if they laid out the track listing immediately right after Pirate, of course. But this song, it just goes hard in the paint. I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you guys. That electronic 808 bass that's distorted sometimes. The emphasis upon near the end there, and the final chorus after the bridge, but that, as well as that verse 2, that I feel like had a lot of oomph, grit to it. That I think what is one of my standouts is definitely the verse 2 and the final chorus of this song. I wouldn't necessarily say this is like so up my alley in terms of taste and preference per se, but I think I mess with it. I think this is always gonna be a song that's gonna shock you when it comes up randomly on shuffle in one of your playlists. I feel like, yet the song is not too loud, and I feel like when I try to explain songs like loud, there are songs that are loud to extend, and then I feel like there's songs that are too overwhelming to the point where I can't keep the song on repeat. So I think for Nighty Night here, I could keep the song on the loop. It's a song that's always going to surprise me, and it has, upon first listen, has good longevity to it. But let's just dive back into it right away, guys. Let's just dive back into it. I really appreciate the song structure being pretty standard too, arrangement wise. But immediately, just with the claps here with Mia, really sets the tone to the song. And then the added of the snare drums with the run, hop, hop, hop in the time by EU. Then this electronic bass that is constantly keeping the pace. It's just, it takes over you. It truly does. Those drums. Oh, so yeah. Now I'm sensing more percussion in this song than I expected. There's some percussion in this, yeah. Yeah, that's doing the clicking sounds. I love the singing, ayo, ayo, ayo. I love it. Ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo. And then the denga denga de Shiana. Hey, hey. But that constant like zipper sound is so addictive. I don't know why. It's just so addictive. That's going up, down, up, down. It's making that like sort of like revving the car feel almost. Zoo, zoo. Yeah, these zipper sounds. Hey. And I love how Kani, there's the back and forth thing going on with Xian and Irin here. Notice how it's like, late now, and then it goes. Irin. Yeah, Xian. It's just back and forth. And then this, ooh, yeah. Oh, that run by Xian. Then this verse 2 with Isa, simply doing her thing, captivating us with her. I would describe it like smoky vocals, you know what I'm saying? And then now, this is where EU picks it up. She means business there. Yeah, even with the say what ad-lib too in this, I love it. Yeah, but I'd say this bridge is a huge standout right here. There's more focus on Xian here. There's snapping going on. Then they talk about darkness, they talk about a compass. Yeah, all in all, it really links up the pirates so well. So good. Man, I really want to know what's going on here. Hold up, let's listen prior and then do this sort of contrast, compare type thing. Right? This do 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 do. That added element, that electronic element there adds so much. Hear that out, hear that out. Because before we only had that zipper, but now it's like do do do. That's so cool. But now the percussion's more evident. More of that clicking has gotten louder. What a song, guys. Yeah, upon second listen, I could totally feel that sort of longevity. I'd give like longevity-wise 9 out of 10 for sure. This song is a huge standout. I wouldn't necessarily say my favorite one, but it's definitely up there. But hey, let's just get into the next B-side now. So this final B-side is called Company. Now I'm seeing Christian Fast added to the mix, working behind the scenes with Everglow. Now if you guys are not familiar, Christian Fast has worked with one of my favorite artists out there, Infinite, and their B-side called Synchronize, the likes of EXO, 365. The list truly goes on and such, but let's just get into Company now. Oh. Ooh. Oh. With this bass line, I sense a lot of Eastern influence per se. Is it just me? But I do. Ooh, these horns. But essentially what Everglow went with on this is like a very heavy electro pop song. Whoa. Man, those gunshots. And the snare drums build up. Man, these horns are so fierce with it. Ooh. Oh. What? This bridge. Isa! Mia! Oh. Ooh, company. Now, I cannot necessarily say that this song is overwhelming in a bad way or in a good way. There's a lot to take in for this song, as it's constantly hard-hitting. It has its really shocking moments with the gunshots and the effects done in this. I mean, I feel like I'm willing to go out on a limb and say I just wish there was less elements and instruments in this song, but keep in that hard-hitting like the horns, like, and also keep in that like very Eastern influence electronically done like element in the song that's doing something like that with the horns that are constantly hitting. Now, with that being said, there's still a lot to appreciate about this song. I feel like the bridge is an entire standout. That how Mia and Isa complimented each other in this song was beautiful. And with that outro, though, the outro where I'm hearing lesser elements and I get to really still be able to focus upon the members as well, I think strikes a good balance. And that's why I truly love the outro, because the other sections I just feel like there's a little bit too much going on, right? I just want that good ebb and flow and balance where I'm like, I could still, you know, hone in on to Everglow, you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, let's just dive back into this song. But I do love the emphasis. I love how it doesn't take time to kick off right away. It really starts right away. And we get a brief snippet of what we're gonna get into. The oh and the no, because... But then... oh. That is so cool. The oh. I think that adds so much. The end of the line there from Isa herself. But that sort of like synth line that's like going on, that Eastern influence that I could feel, I really love it. I dig it there. Throughout this entirety of the song, actually. Maybe some of these parts don't necessarily need the horns, you feel me, at the start here. And then there's these very light moments that I appreciate a lot from the likes of Sheehan here, obviously. If anything, I feel like Isa is a huge standout on this song, guys. I love Isa a lot on this song. Just her parts. Whether it's brief or lengthy. I don't think it was the back. You know, I don't mind if like the back had the horns again. I don't think it was really needed with the gunshots and all the sampling there, but that's just me. Or maybe keeping the gunshots and remove that like very tinging like coin, you know, type of sound there. Or like the bullet like sounds. But there's like these moments, right? With the pre-chorus that I dig. The Battle Company. But this is such a huge standout in this bridge. The fact that we not only get like me and Onda and Isa, we got Isa as well in this. Just the ticking of the hi-hats. And then this section right here, the bridge, we're able to take a breather here from all this intensity that's going on. The follow-up. See what I'm saying? The difference between this back. The back. Let's see right here. I think it's right. I just dig it. I just dig it, like being like less with that like powerfulness. I don't know how to explain it, but like with this back. Yeah, these ferocious horns I do dig in these moments. But this Hey You outro, I mess with a lot. I think it wraps up the song so well. Wow, something very different from Everglow. I wouldn't necessarily say it's my cup of tea per se. As some of you may know, I don't like songs that are too loud for my liking. Like, it always brings back to longevity and like being memorable and all. I think the hooks do its job in this song, but like the hooks are like not that great where I'm like, yo, I really dig this song. But yeah, there's still quite a bit to appreciate about this song, like I pointed out throughout some of the sections in this song. But to really break things down and to wrap up this album review, this third mini album showed a lot, right? It shows Everglow's like flexibility, how multifaceted they are, messing with several different genres, whether it's electro pop, very heavy electronic influenced tracks, or something that leans more on the retro side with Don't Speak, a song that is just so fun and quirky, something that you'd never expect Everglow to do or anyone else from their generation. But Don't Speak, yeah, Don't Speak is my favorite one. I wouldn't necessarily say I love the layout in terms of the track listing for this third mini album. Like I said, I felt like Nighty Night could have been put immediately right after Pirate, right? I feel like it would have been pretty standard if they went Pirate, Nighty Night, Pirate, Nighty Night, Company, Don't Speak into like Back Together, something like that. But then again, I'm not too against for having Back Together as the first track. Maybe have Back Together, Pirate, Nighty Night, Company, and then Don't Speak, something like that. Or even have Company after Pirate, but I think Nighty Night links more closely than Company when it comes to linking to Pirate and when it comes to the lyrics especially. So yeah, let's break it down, each and every track. Back Together, really love that Antarctica reference. I love how we get to hone in not only on their vocals and rap. Back Together is a type of song that I feel like you don't necessarily need rap in the song to make the song sound really good, but I think the rap did not detract from everything else that was going on. If anything, it added more of that emotional feeling, that sentimental feeling in the song, this everlasting bond throughout the seasons, which I pretty much got. Then we go into Don't Speak, a huge standout of a song, really well worth the while of a song to perform by Everglow, to promote, I should say, for the era of Return of the Girl, and I would love to eventually see their performance of Don't Speak in person. That'd be brilliant, as much as Back Together and Pirate and stuff like that. Nighty Night, I think the lyrics link really closely to Pirates, and I think it's great to see Olaf Lindskog continue to work with Everglow. I feel that consistency with Pirate, Don't Speak, Nighty Night, but if anything, I think the different choices of the lyricists, such as 72, Lee Bora, Lee Suran, it's clear how it really connects to these songs, and the influence the lyricists behind the track add so much to the song. So that's why I feel like we're getting all that different kind of flavor that and colors that we have not heard from Everglow yet, thanks to these lyricists. And then we go into Company, where I feel like it's quite the overwhelming song. There's moments that I don't really necessarily love, but what I truly loved was that sort of Eastern influence with the synth work, or something electronically done to the very ferocious horns at times, but mostly the bridge that came through with Onda, Mia, but that how Mia and Isa complement each other during then, and then the outro really wrapping things up for the song was great, was honestly great. I'm not sure again though about Company being the last song in terms of the track listing, but if I were to break down my favorites on this mini album, guys, I would go hands down, obviously, title track Pirate. I think it was a phenomenal choice to have Pirate as the title track, but in terms of B-sides, I would go Don't Speak, Back Together, Nighty Night, and then Company. That's just taste wise, and mind you, upon first listen of this album, this may well change. And I think some things could be based on mood-wise, especially when it comes to Back Together and Company, you know, very contrasting songs in terms of genres as well. A ballad compared to a electro pop heavy song and all. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say this is my favorite mini album by Everglow. I think my favorite mini album is still their second mini album, taste wise, and I think it's still a strong album nonetheless. I would give it a solid like 9 out of 10, guys, but I'm just so glad that I finally did this first listen and review, because I just feel embarrassed that I ordered the albums. I have the physical albums, but I haven't heard the B-sides yet, am I right? But now that I heard all these tracks, I'm gonna add quite a bit of these B-sides, like Don't Speak, Back Together, within my playlist. Nighty Night is gonna be the one that's always gonna surprise me, but have a lot of longevity to it. Company, once a while, but not necessarily gonna listen to it a lot, and that's just honestly due to bias and such. But yeah, guys, let me know your favorites. Let me know your favorite B-sides in the comment section down below. And as always, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much and just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Everglow and the third mini album here, Return of the Girl, in the comment section down below. And as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon wherever you are. This has been Garrison as always, and peace.